Alright, for those of you who are new to my channel, I got fired a little bit over a year ago from a job I worked for for a little bit less than 15 years. I was going to say over 13 years, but when I left it was already 14 years and a little bit more. I got fired in August. I was about to reach 15 years in October 1st. The more I think about it, it's crazy because longevity in a job place does not mean you're any more important to the company as I used to think. I always saw the advice that you work for a company for 2 years and then you leverage for a raise or you look for something else that pays higher. And I thought that was kind of crazy, and I thought that the longer you stay, the more respected you are. But last few years of working, I was dying to leave. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. So, like I said in the last video, we had the garage sale, and I don't know what I was expecting. I thought I was going to sell a lot more books than I did. I published an ad on Craigslist that doing a book sale. I did get people coming just for the books, but I ended up only selling 5 books, 5 or 6 books at $1 each. But then I thought, at least I'll have a lot of books left to do whatnot. And I looked once again as I was putting the books back where they were, or wherever I could find a nook and cranny. I'm still overwhelmed with all the books that I still haven't unpacked, and I still haven't priced, that I still haven't listed. And I just packed most of those books most of those duds that I was selling in the garage sale. Not duds, because I know some of them were worth something, just not good enough for selling on eBay. So I ended up putting most of them in my van, and I dropped them off at Goodwill. I still have more potential whatnot material, which are, sorry, bad lighting here. This whole crate, which is huge, and this smaller crate. Might be from my first try at whatnot. There are 2 ways to source for books, or 2 main ways, that is. One is bulk pickup. Like I have here large amounts of books where you pick up from either donations, library, or whatever deal where you get a large amount of books and you pick up every single one of them. Oof. Overexposure. Here we go. Where you pick up a large number of books, regardless of which books. And there's cherry picking. Cherry picking, you can still get them at a low price. However, you get to pick which ones you want. You either scan, or if you know what you're looking for, you just pick them up. And that's usually thrift shop or estate sales, but you cherry pick. You select the ones you want instead of picking the whole inventory. And I came to a realization that during my current situation, I really don't like bulk pickup. I really don't like it, not because it's too much work, which it is, but I'm fine with that. I like working, I like being physical, non-stop, I like that. The problem with bulk pickup is that it's time consuming and it takes up way too much room. And it creates more of a headache. It creates stress over what you're going to do with the duds. Some duds that you're not 100% sure what to do with. You know, you might not want to just donate it right away. You think it might be worth something. There's this whole psychological part of it that I kind of go through. But the main reason why I don't like it, to be honest, is that time consuming and inventory space. Those are the main things. An airplane going by. It's weird. There's no flight path here. Now, yeah, there's a lot more opportunity to get bulk pickup. More profit opportunity. You could scan the ones that you're not going to list on eBay. You could scan them to sell back your book and all that. Those, which I tried and I didn't like that either. Booksrun is the one I used. Very neat, very nice software. I think it's better than Buy Back Your Book. But the problem with that is, in putting aside all the ones that are going to Booksrun, by the time you reach the minimum amount, which is $10, there has been so many books that are no longer in there that they removed from the list. You're getting close to the $10 mark, and then boom, one book gets out of the equation. Then you finally reach the $10 mark. You click whatever, yes, let's do it, let's ship. Then you got to go back and through one at a time and see all the ones that are included in the sale, remove all the ones that are not included. Then after that, after all the annoyances, you ship the item, you ship the box, the heavy box. They receive it, and then there's another process, which is they got to go through each book. And those $10 actually goes down to like $8 because they always find something wrong with a book, or there's too many creases, or this or that. So right now we're talking about 2 or 3 extra hours that it takes to create that for $8. I don't think so. That's it. That was my first and my last books run, or book buy back your book, or any of those apps. That's it, no more. At least for now. If I ever escalate to the point where I have either a warehouse, I have employees, that will make a lot more sense to me. But right now, none of that stuff, none of those buy back your book, none of that stuff works. So anyways, going back to the sourcing. Yeah, I think cherry picking is the only way for me right now. I'm not gonna stop doing the bulk pickup, but I'm definitely not gonna look out for it. I'm gonna focus more on cherry picking. I think that's the way to be. If I wanna maintain a lower inventory, higher priced books, most of my books are not higher priced, and that's an issue. Before I used to list just about everything from $9 and up, and actually I even have a few things that are $7, but they're not books, they're patches, and I'm fine with that because it's an easy peasy lemon squeezy type of thing. A patch, it pays 60 cents for shipping, 60 or 70 cents for shipping. It includes tracking and all that. But as far as books, you gotta provide shipping material. It's a lot more tedious. It's a lot easier than everything else to sell books. It's super easy, super manageable. You hardly ever get any returns or any issue with the orders, but you don't want to go too low. So right now, the majority of my listings are between $13 and $20. That's pretty much most of my book listings. I do have a few that are a couple $100. Those are very few books. So all that to say that cherry picking is the ideal way for me at the moment, and that's what I'm going to stick to. I'm still dealing with this huge bulk pickup, which I'm glad it came to my life. I've saved a lot of money because I don't go to the bins every day now like I used to. And I save gas and I save the money that I spent, which is not much to buy books. I was spending $20, $30 each day. It feels like I have all the ingredients in the world to be very successful, or at the very minimum, to be able to sustain my family, household, and my very few monthly bills, but for some reason, I just haven't gotten there yet. I have all the tools in my disposition, or all the ingredients, so maybe, just maybe, I'm not putting them together the right way. For example, I have over 1,200 listings on eBay. Are all of them wrong? Everything listed is proven to sell. Everything's priced the right way. Could it be something with the category, pictures, listings? I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I do get sales almost daily. But I know people, booksellers, that have far less listings than I do, and they're able to turn a full-time income. I'm barely making $200 to $300 profit a week. There has got to be something stopping me. Some sort of obstacle that I'm not seeing, that I'm overlooking. I don't know what it is. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep looking at it, trying to figure things out. Even this channel. From the beginning, I ramped up, started getting subscribers, so many views. Then boom. For almost a year now, it's stuck at around the same subscriber amount. Hardly any views. I sometimes think, am I psychologically holding myself back? Am I self-sabotaging?